I am visiting some of the UK's most popular food spots, and we're going to be trying their Christmas menus. That's awful. Now, first up, the least popular out of all of them today, Starbucks. And that came in at only a 38% popularity rating. So this video is sponsored by our good friends over at Revolut. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit later on how you can get your hands on £20 and something a little extra as well. You're going to like it, trust me. All right, Starbucks are not shy at all about adding to their festive menu. So I picked out a few of the ones that stood out to me. We've got a gingerbread matcha latte. I mean, it doesn't look the most appealing from the top. In one of these, I'm not gonna lie, the calories must be through the roof. I don't know if it's actually gonna say on it, but God knows what the calories are on something like this. Ooh, I wasn't sure if the gingerbread and matcha were gonna go together. I actually like that. I was getting ready to say some horrible things about this drink, but I am absolutely pleasantly surprised with this. My biggest issue with gingerbread lattes is that often they can become really sickly and sweet. Okay, I'm actually a fan of that. Like, very surprisingly, I didn't think that would be the case. Anyways, here we have the Festive Feast Toasty. Actually looks okay, I'll be honest with you. Starbucks food has never ever, not even once, interested me. I don't think there's been one time where we've got, oh, let me go get this thing from Starbucks. And from the outside, it looks pretty innocent and not very festive at all, but let's see what the inside has to say. Rubbish, really. I mean, the top part is like quite nice, crispy and toasted, and the bottom bit is just barely toasted at all.
I'm going to assume it's got cranberry in it.
Of course it's got cranberry in it. It doesn't do it for me. I'm disappointed here. This Festive Feast is not hitting at all. A lot of bread, way too bready. I'm still chewing on the bread. Yeah, I just don't really see how how anybody can love this. God, it sounds quite emotional and deep, but you can just see it, like, look at the color between that. Come on, guys. It's a toasty, toast both sides. I don't love it. Thumbs down from me. The winner at Starbucks, gingerbread matcha latte. Yes, you heard that right. A 30-year-old man has gone for the matcha latte. Anyways, our next spot is Nando's, with a popularity rating of 50%. If this list was on me, I'd have had it a bit higher. Nando's, a favorite of so many here in the UK, and we are here to try their Total Slay Burger. I'm interested to see how the Portuguese combine with a British Christmas menu. Let's find out. All right, part of the festive specials, the Bubble and Squeak croquettes, and the Total Slay Burger, which is a chicken breast decked with melted cheese, 2 Bubble and Squeak croquettes. Okay, so I'm getting the croquettes as a starter, and it's also gonna appear in the burger. That sounds pretty decent, to be honest with you. Right, let's try this out and see. Bubble and Squeak croquettes. I mean, if you're wondering what Bubble and Squeak is, I'm gonna put a little thing up right here, and I'm pretty sure it's like a British thing. It must be a British thing. With the name Bubble and Squeak, it's gotta be. Put it this way, without the sauce, we're in deep, deep trouble. It's a bit flavorless. Actually, yes, it's completely flavorless until you have the sauce. All right, so here it is, Total Slay Burger. It's even got its own special sticker. Now I've gone for medium. I think that's pretty valid, to be honest. It's not plain, okay? That's the most important thing. Anyways, what do we have in here? Let's open this thing up. That is a lot of caramelized onions. We've got the Peronaise sauce, the Churrasco one, which is in there too. There are 2 of the croquettes I just had the starter of, so they're still in here, the Bubble and Squeak. And then, of course, a load of chicken. They have also added in the chicken gravy. Big fan of this, I won't lie. Are we ready? This is a lot. I'm worried about the amount of caramelized onions. I'm not gonna lie, there's too much going on here. I'm struggling to find like the festive side. I am gonna dip it in the gravy though. Like now we're just doing way too much. We got the Peronaise and the chicken gravy. This is a hell of a messy burger. I don't know what happened at Nando's HQ when they decided to do a festive burger, but I like the fact they didn't just cram it with cranberry sauce, because that feels like the obvious thing everyone's doing, but no. Man, the Peronaise, the gravy, The caramelized onions, the cheese. I probably wouldn't get this over my usual Nando's order.
Double chicken wrap, halloumi, medium, curry chips on the side.
Do you know what? I sometimes get a mac and cheese. I quite like the mac and cheese that they do here. Maybe they should have done like a festive mac and cheese. That would have done really well. Yeah, I rate them for trying something new. Just not for me. Not for me personally.
We're still nowhere near the most popular place in the UK. Next up is Krispy Kreme with a score of 52%.
Hi there. Is the purple one the festive one on that window there? Yeah, could I get one of those, please? Thanks. This right here is what they've called the purple one. It's actually Quality Street. I'm curious, I love a Quality Street, and Quality Street is the definition of festive here in the UK. It's like a box of chocolates that you get, and pretty much every household in the UK has them over Christmas. There you go. I think it's got like a chocolatey interior. Let me get a bit more of that. This is really nice. But my God, it's filthy. I feel so naughty having this. But then again, that's kind of what you want from Krispy Kreme, right? You're not coming here for a healthy donut, are you?
What would you normally get from Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme, I loved an original glaze. Sometimes I'll get the strawberry with the sprinkles on it. Love that, but this is definitely getting a festive W from me. Might be gym time.
This next spot has definitely grown on me over time. It's KFC with a whopping 56% popularity score.
All right, here we are. There it is, the Stuffing Tower Burger. Perfect, job done. Right, so, bit of a problem. Just realized Domino's is shutting in about the next 15 minutes and we've got a fair way to go. So we've decided the quickest way to do it is get over the cable cart, but that needs to take no longer than 10 minutes really, maybe even like 7. We're gonna bang out this review on the cable cart so that we can make it to Domino's. And they better still be open. If they close early, I'm gonna be fuming. Right, where the hell is the cable car? Is this it? No. Oh my, mate, this isn't even it. All right. So I think we've made it. I don't want to be that guy that looks like he's running after a bus, so it's calm and composed from here. Are these, is this cable car even busy? Are we gonna have to queue? Surely not. Turns out I am that guy that runs for things. Nah, I'm sweating buckets now, bro. Oh my God, thank God. There is no queue. Let's go. Come in, come in, come in. All right. Right, we made it. So, oh my God, look, it's ripped on the way. Imagine that fell out. Nah, I'd have lost my mind. Cool, so, I hopefully it's no longer than 10 minutes on this thing. We've not got long left anyway, so I might as well just start my review of the KFC sort of festive munch. It's called like the Stuffing Tower, I believe. Let me get it out. Oh, this is actually so shaky. This is actually sketchy. So as you guys would have seen, I actually paid for this using my Revolut metal card, which is of course part of Revolut's metal plan. So you get a reinforced steel card, which you can customize. I mean, look at this. This might be the best looking card I've ever seen. You get loads of perks and subscriptions like Uber One, which are worth up to like £175. Now the one I've got here is their special edition NBA card. And yeah, like I said, I just think this is the best looking card that they do. Right, now it's time to get this review done. I feel like we're already at the crest of this. So let's look at that. Get a look at that. I mean, you're probably thinking, oh, that looks quite normal, but right there at the top, that's the stuffing. And I'm a little bit nervous about this. KFC are either gonna get this nailed on, or this is gonna be a pretty weak attempt at a Christmas meal. This is actually, that stuffing really works. You know what it reminds me of? When people put hash browns into a burger. Like, I really like that. And there's like a jam, is it a cranberry sauce maybe? And whilst I'm paying, I'm actually getting rewarded. I earn rev points on my spending, and I can go and use those things on things like airline miles or gift cards, places like Amazon as well, Adidas, Uber, and Deliveroo, my personal favorite, which really helps because it's essentially just more food for these videos. Oh, I'm actually genuinely really impressed with this. I think this is one of the first places I feel that have gotten the whole Christmas thing right. I'm loving the sauce. I do think it's a little bit on the drier side, but when you're having something like stuffing, it's pretty much impossible to avoid, honestly. So yeah, overall, I'm probably giving this like a 8.5 out of 10, and it's getting a thumbs up from me. I'm not gonna lie, we are literally right at the end here. I've just managed to finish up that review, and I just forgot. You're probably wondering, why is he holding onto an NBA card? Well, let me tell you. See over there? Well, Revolut are giving away an NBA game at the O2 in January. Sign up with my link or use the QR code on screen and get not only the £20, but the chance to win 2 tickets. Also, £1,000 travel money to get you to the game. Whew, not a bad deal. All right, we literally just made it in time. I can't believe that. I swear to God, if we've done all this and Domino's ends up being shut, I'm gonna go mental. All right, exit. No time to waste.
I didn't sign up for this.
Right, sorted. Let's get it. You better get on one quick. Right, just made it in time. 5 minutes to spare. It was never really in doubt. Not sure why you decided to do this on a Sunday, but you know, here we are. Could have definitely done with it not shutting earlier than usual. Are we gonna be those guys that they're there like, thinking the whole day's done, we're gonna rock in, slap in an order, and they go, right, well, we're here for another 20 minutes. Right, let's go. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Christmas cookie. Well, a mince pie. Is now a bad time to say I don't like mince pies? Anyways, ignore that, let's go. All right, here we are. We made it, and I think we're gonna have time to sit in. That's very kind of them to let us do that. Otherwise, I'd have been out there shivering. Anyways, so it's the festive pizza. I'm excited to see what this comes out with. I've gone for personal because, you know, we're not on gluttony. I am bulking, but you'll see with the amount of stuff I'm eating in this video, I've definitely ticked that box. Here we are. It's a festive one here at Domino's. Right, so here we have, I must admit, it actually looks really quite nice. Once again, gone with the classic cranberry sauce. I'm just gonna have to accept that's what these lot love doing. Anyways, we've got a bit of Cumberland sausage. We got some pulled sage and onion turkey on here as well. Big fan of that, and getting a bit of turkey involved. That doesn't seem to be very popular in a lot of these places. You guys gotta let me know down in the comments. Are you a cranberry sauce person? I'm 50-50. I think in small doses, I don't mind it, but it just seems that that's what everyone seems to be doing at the moment. Okay, here we go. Will Domino's live up to the Christmas hype? Genuinely, with the size of my mouth, this could seriously just be one bite. I'm going. That's awful. That's one of the worst things I've ever put in my mouth. And let me not get into that. Cranberry sauce has ruined it. What are we doing? Why? It's like they put in the turkey, cool, big fan of that. And then they just went, fuck it, cranberry sauce. Like, I'm just gonna drizzle loads of cranberry sauce, boom, festive, done, tick that off. No! We have to do better. Let's park this off because obviously we've got, I mean, they do say it's supposed to look like cookies. So these are the mince cookies. Now, I hold my hands up, we're already off to a bad start. I don't like mince pies. And that's what these are, but G-Film, you like mince pies?
I don't.
Right, well, brilliant. Because that means there's 2 of us here that aren't gonna like this. And now it's just an unfair. We're already off to a terrible start. I'm gonna come into this though with an open mind. I'm gonna pretend in my head that I love mince pies. Oh, I love that smell. What? Is that what a mince pie is supposed to look like? No, it's not. I don't eat mince pies, but that's not what it's supposed to look like. By the way, these are actually really nice. They're so sweet though, that I could have about 1 before I start getting alerts for fucking diabetes type 1. It does get in between the teeth. There's a lot of space to get in between as well on my shit. I actually don't mind this. Don't ever speak to me again about this. I can't believe that.
Honestly, I thought this next spot would win the entire lot. It's McDonald's with 62%.
Here it is, the Grinch meal. Have a look at this. Grinched for adults. Includes odd socks. Wait, seriously? Do I actually get socks with this? So, we actually did get kicked out of our McDonald's spot. So we are on a bench in the middle of this gaff, and we're gonna try a few of the different things. Let's start off with the drinks. So this is the Grinch lemonade here, but it also has melon syrup in it, which I'm quite excited about. That's really nice. Genuinely, I'm not gonna lie, the color's a bit off-putting, if we're just totally honest, but the Grinch might be onto something. Jesus Christ. Be careful, I'll end up putting you in a fucking McCrispy. Next up, the Mischief Mini McFlurry. Here we go. Very appealing, a bit too appealing. Notice how they've all started coming around now that I've got the Christmas, the festive menu. Yeah, look, bro. Relax. I feel like we've had this like quite a few times before. It's got the M&Ms, the chocolate, and then some sort of like raspberry sauce in there. Oh. I'm not joking, look behind you, G-Film. They've all, nah. We're about to get attacked. Look, they're getting mad commenting, fuck off. Nah, they're all, look, they're stood there like they're gonna beef me. All three of them lined up in formation, playing 4-3-3, trying to get my drinks. Look, the one thing I am willing to give you is the reindeer treats. How about that? How about the reindeer treats? Yeah, all of a sudden you're not interested. You don't want the carrots, do you? Nobody wants the carrots. Who's still ordering carrots at McDonald's? What are we doing here? Only certain Nashers can actually deal with these level of carrots. Next up, we have got the Grumble Pie. Now this is actually bright green, so Lord knows what this looks like coming out the other side. And I have to admit, they fully committed. They haven't just done the packaging, like they've actually affected the food, and I think you definitely get some festive points for that. Anyways, this is an apple pie. Sorry, not an apple pie. Isn't it an apple pie? There's some other stuff going on as well. This is actually a cranberry pie. So, obviously, cranberry sauce. Of course, a place had to do something with cranberry. They couldn't just leave it alone. Fine. I don't mind it. I think that it's fun, and probably if you're a kid, it's quite appealing. But for the most part, okay, fine. If you're a kid or a pigeon in central London, then fine. No way. Grinch socks. Sorry? So you're getting a bit of clobber as well with your meal? Yeah, big fan of this. Odd colors, okay, yeah, loving this. Well done, McDonald's. It's certainly in terms of like branding and packaging, this has been the most impressive by far. Literally giving you a pair of socks too. Now this is just regular fries, but to Christmasify it, the Grinch salt. So they give you this sachet here, and essentially it's gherkin flavor seasoning. Here we go, let's have a little look. How does this work then? So I guess just bust it wide open. Oh my God, that does not look like what I thought it would look like. That looks like a Saturday night.
How much are you putting on?
Wait, what do you mean how much am I putting on? How much should I be putting on? They're giving me the whole thing. I'll be putting the whole thing on, thank you very much. So there it is. There's the chip with the gherkin seasoning. Now you know me, guys. I hate pickles. I hate gherkins. Why does it work a lot better as a seasoning? And you know what? For your patience, sir, you can have one. Thank you for being kind and, oh shit. Nah, if they start descending down on me, I'm in big trouble. Okay. Do you know what? I think that's a sign that we should probably get out of here. As a package, I think they've smashed Christmas the best. Who doesn't love free socks? You're right.
Here we go, the UK's most popular spot, Greggs. Let's see if they got their festive menu right.
A British classic, a staple. We couldn't do this video without hitting Greggs. Okay, so I am a little bit nervous about Greg? Yeah, I'm really worried about Greg. No, I'm more worried about this festive flatbread. Is this really in Greg's wheelhouse? Can they pull off a flatbread? Never mind a festive one. Oh, that is boiling. And then, of course, not only do we have the flatbread, we also have the festive bake. More worryingly about the festive bake is that to the touch, it's freezing cold. It does look okay from the outside, but it's just disappointing that it's cold. I know it's been left out there for a while, but come on. hints of cranberry in here. It's okay. If you love Greg's bakes, then you probably will like this. It's something different, but just make sure you're not getting the last one that's there. Now this is what really caught my eye. Nice onion, chicken. It actually looks really quite appealing.
Does it?
I think that looks appealing. Do you not think?
It's a bit mushy.
I think this is gonna be quite good, you know. I'm gonna give it a sec. I'm just gonna let it cool because I can see it piping hot and I'll be furious if I burn my tongue. I genuinely think there is not a worse feeling in the world than burning your tongue because it ruins you for like 2 weeks. God, that's dry. Yeah, that's just so dry, so bready. The sauce is just not helping it. It's got a bit of a kick to it. One thing I will say about Greg, sometimes it can actually lack like a bit of flavor and seasoning, you know, it's pretty plain. Nah, you're chewing this. From here, you would suggest there might be 5, 6 ingredients here maybe? Maybe 7, maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10. I don't know. Do you want to see the ingredient list? Well, they've published it here. Absolutely mental. So, I mean, at least you know if you're ever allergic to something, then you'll certainly find out using Greg's labels. Anyways, I'm not impressed. Sorry, just to get down to it, I'm not impressed. The flatbread is really just like, it's dry, it's a lot. The actual festive bake, I think it would be okay if it was warm. I think it's something a little bit different. Yeah, fine, don't mind it. The festive flatbread is a no from me. And that's gonna wrap up Greg's. Not very impressed.
If there's one word that pops up into my mind after trying all these places, it's cranberry sauce. Let me know if you want me to head on over to the US because I reckon they'll give us a run for our money.